5 suburban Denver police officers and medics have been indicted by a Colorado grand jury in connection with the death 2 years ago of a young black man walking home from the store. Elijah McClain, 23, died after being thrown to the ground, put into a now-banned carotid artery chokehold and being injected with the tranquilizer ketamine by Aurora police and medics during the August 24, 2019 encounter. Police were responding to a 911 call that he had worn a face mask into a convenience store to buy some iced tea. He was not accused of a crime by the caller, who thought he looked suspicious and reported he was black. "I can't breathe. I can't breathe, please. I can't. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Please stop," McClain begged officers, according to body-worn camera footage. McClain choked on his own vomit, had a heart attack and never recovered, his family said. McClain, a vegetarian massage therapist and violin player, was declared brain dead in the hospital and died 6 days later. The grand jury concluded police used excessive force to restrain McClain despite a lack of evidence he had done anything wrong, and that paramedics used far too high a dose of the tranquilizer, which legally is considered a deadly weapon. The 5 defendants face charges that include felony charges of manslaughter and assault. The 4 who remain employed by the city, officers Randy Roedema and Nathan Woodyard and paramedics Jeremy Cooper and Peter Cichuniec, will be suspended without pay once charges are formally filed by prosecutors. A 3rd officer who was charged, Jason Rosenblatt, was fired by the city last year after sending text messages mocking McClain's death. It was unclear Wednesday if the 5 would be taken into custody. Roedema and Woodyard are former U.S. Marines. "Nothing will bring back my son, but I am thankful that his killers will finally be held accountable," McClain's father, LaWayne Mosley, said Wednesday in a statement. McClain's family is suing Aurora police, individual officers and the medics. McClain's death initially drew little attention outside Aurora, but the murder of George Floyd last year in Minneapolis in May 2020 by a white police officer brought new attention and community pressure amid a nationwide debate over police reform and systemic racism. Although the local prosecutor declined to bring charges against the officers and medics, protesters demanded accountability via massive street protests that ended with police shooting them with tear gas and pepper spray. Frustrated by the internal police investigation into McClain's death, Governor Polis ordered a state investigation. A federal civil rights investigation into McClain's death is ongoing. Whenever a person dies after an encounter with law enforcement, the community deserves a thorough investigation. Mr. McClain's family deserves it. And justice requires it, Colorado Attorney General Phil Weiser said Wednesday.